Welcome to the news on Zodiac. I am Chancellor Mozapanda. Top stories this hour. UTM cancels its mega political rally scheduled for Sunday in Ncheu. Malawi signs a $52 million memorandum of understanding with Food and Agriculture Organization. International Organization for Migration (IOM) warns that children continue being a risk of trafficking. And Lilongwe City Council says it requires 240 million kwacha to procure skip bins for its 37 markets in the city. Those were the headlines. We now give you the news in detail. The UTM has postponed its National Executive Committee meeting, which was scheduled to take place today in Lilongwe. The party has also cancelled a political rally which was scheduled for Sunday in Ncheu. Its Secretary General Patricia Kaliati has confirmed the development to Zodiac, saying the postponement is due to busy schedule of their legal team, which was also expected to attend.
The memorial mass which are going to have is more or less the same, is remembrance of SKC, so it might be also doubling, so it's going to give room for the prayers to settle and for the spirits to move around and get the blessings from the church. So we don't want to have mass morning hours today. Tomorrow we have a party meeting. The party meeting might be scheduled to somewhere or scheduled there for some days to come, but not the same close days which are going to be there.
One would think that by the time we are coming up with these two different programs, you had considered all this already.
No, we didn't know. We saw the invitation from the family that there are these memorial mass. Well, we've already advanced with the meeting, so we had to yield to the mass because that's very important. Memorial mass which we are going to have tomorrow is very important. For the meetings we might be having, we have a number of days for a week that we can conduct the meetings. But this is a very specific day for the mass, which we are celebrating it like tomorrow.
Malawi and Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) have signed a $52 million memorandum of understanding to facilitate implementation of ecosystems-based adaptation for the resilient watersheds and communities in Malawi urban project. This follows the approval of the funds by the Green Climate Fund (GCF), which the Minister of Finance, Simplex Chichola says will support over 570,000 vulnerable people affected by effects of climate change. We've got details with Franklin Tambalika. Nkomachi Primary School alumni has emphasized the need to improve the standards of education in the country so as to produce productive citizens in the near future. Chairperson of the alumni group, Frank Chisambula, made the remarks in Lilongwe, having donated 22 desks at Nkomachi School, which cater for over 1,700 students in Area 49 in Lilongwe, saying students deserve to learn in a conducive environment.
We chose desks because there were issues that were attaching to the desks. So, for example, they indicated that they have a center here, examination center, and they said that because of inadequate desks that they have, the MANEB had indicated to them that they are going to revoke their center to say that there will be students will be writing exams elsewhere. So we thought maybe we needed to address that because we looked at that as an immediate need that they wanted. So we had to consider having the desks first before we tackle the other issues. There are a lot of projects that we need here as in Nkomachi Primary School, and some of the projects we can't manage as the Nkomachi alumni. To us, I think what we can say is that we would want to reach out to call the development partners, even the corporate world, to come in to help us constructing this fence.
And headmistress at the school, Margaret Mtambalika Mutete, held the gesture by the former students of the school by donating the desks, as it will help to alleviate some of the challenges the school is facing.
I have 1,790 learners, and the main problem which we have here is the desks. It's only some 80 learners who have got the desks, but the rest they sit down. I have to thank the Armenians. They have done a lot. And to my side, I received the gifts which they have given us. And I think they will solve some problems in terms of teaching and training. The learners will be learning effectively because they'll be sitting down on the desk.
Lawyers representing the Bushiris in their extradition case say they believe they have proved to the court that the charges against the Bushiris were fabricated. On Friday, the defense lawyers used video clips to demonstrate in court alleged homophobic statements they were being made in South Africa against the Bushiris. The court has also since adjourned to Monday next week, when the defense will continue cross-examining the state witness. John Paul Kayoni has a full story.
On Friday, South African lawyer representing the Bushiris in the extradition case, Annele van de Heever, spent the whole day cross-examining the state witness, Sibongile Mnyati, Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, for South Africa's Gauteng province. Her cross-examination was aided by video clips which showed South Africans calling for the Bushiris to leave the Rainbow Nation, which the defense lawyer feels were xenophobic statements. The defense team also brought video clips in which Shepherd Bushiri explained that he and his wife fled South Africa because their lives were under threat. Speaking to journalists after the case was adjourned, De Heever said they have managed to prove to the court that the Bushiri's charges were fabricated.
It's quite clear from the Prophet's own account of why he came here, and from that same co-report, that it was driven by the fact that he's a Nigerian. They don't like the way he practices his religion, and they just want him out of South Africa. We also showed, or I believe we demonstrated to the court, that these criminal cases, has its basis in this xenophobia, as well as the attempts by the police to extort money.
State lawyer Zigondian Malunga is optimistic everything in the case will conclude by Wednesday next week to allow the court to prepare its verdict.
We are happy with the progress and hope to indeed finish the proceedings in this city.
Meanwhile, Lilongwe Chief Resident Magistrate Madali Tsojumadza has adjourned the matter to Monday next week for defense lawyers to conclude cross-examination of state witness.
You're watching the news on Zodiac with me, Chancellor Mozabanda. We'll be back after this break.
Life moves fast, and so should your packages. Say goodbye to waiting and hello to convenience with Post Courier, your go-to courier service. When you choose Post Courier, you're choosing speed, reliability, and peace of mind. I can always count on Post Courier for quick and safe deliveries. They never let me down.
Wow, your roof timber trusses look amazing. What's your secret?
I only use the best anti-termite products on my timber. I trust Sheldrite Anti-Termite to keep them looking pristine. Sheldrite has a special formula that provides deep nourishment to the wood, protecting it from termites and other wood-boring insects. And the best part? It lasts longer than other brands. And it is also available in a colorless variant. See this? With Sheldrite, the liquid penetrates deep into the wood. But with this other brand, it barely covers the surface. Don't settle for cheap products. Choose Sheldrite. It's the premium choice. Sheldrite, the very best.
Pamene ndikunena ndini ng'ombe, ndini mbuzi, kusena pamene wina walungalunga akugona ni njala alibe china chilichonse chakuti anganthandize kapena chiweto kapena mkazi kufamba ndusiwa ana amene kungovutika. Ndiye munthu otero iye ndi walungalunga ndi
transformation udzapititsa patsogolo chuma cha dziko lino komanso kutukula miyoyo ya alimi ngati bambo Shadrack Jemusi.
ulumala wina aliyense masiku ano kunjaku wina aliyense kudziyang'anira payekha zopempha zija zidatha tiyese kudzithandiza kuti pamene tikuona kuti kulephera anthu ena akufuna kwabwino atithandize koma kwakukulu tidzidalire ife tokha.
St. Louis High School would like to inform the general public that they will be having Form 1 entrance examinations on the 2nd of August 2024 at the Lilongwe Christian Primary School opposite C Company at 9 o'clock in the morning. The students are required to bring a registration fee of 10,000 kwacha, a pen and a pencil, and their money PSL IDs as proof of their candidacy for the past exam. Places are available in Forms 1, 2, and 3 for the 2024-2025 academic year. For more information, contact the following numbers: 0997 675 7.
To grace the occasion and to visit Malawi for the first time, His Majesty Misuzulu Kazwelithini, King of the Zulu Nation. Accompanying the Zulu monarch shall be the Amakosi, the royal family, senior government officials, and over 1,000 Amabutu. When I
Welcome back. The headline: Organization for Migration, IOM, has warned that children are at risk of trafficking if they are not directly engaging those that are responsible for them. The IOM and African Union Migration Ambassador Walter Kasempa made these remarks at Lilongwe Teachers College at the end of a 3-day training on human trafficking, where he said those that stay long periods with children should be sensitized of the vice. We have a report by Western Guta.
The Migration Ambassador for IOM and African Union, Walter Kasempa, says those that are responsible for children, such as teachers, need to know the risks that the children have if they are not given much attention.
So we saw it fit that we begin to engage student teachers, that as they are, transitioning into their profession, they are aware of the risks associated with child trafficking and how they can prevent those risks.
Malawi Human Rights Commission Deputy Director for Child Rights, Jeremiah Mpaso, says fighting child trafficking needs a multi-sectoral approach, and teachers are critical in fighting this because the children spend more hours at school with these teachers.
This is a place where so many people come for the children, meaning the teachers have a great responsibility to cross-check and ensure that these people who really come to the school for the children are really parents or guardians.
Wakisa Nyirenda, a teacher student at the Lilongwe Teachers College, says the training will help in the safety of the children, therefore they should know what trafficking means.
We take this as a chance and an opportunity to gain different skills to help the learners and the parents to civic educate them to know the ways of protecting children.
The training is part of this year's World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, which is commemorated under the global theme Leave No Child Behind in the fight against trafficking, as 4.3 million people are reported trafficked globally. I'm Western Guta in Lilongwe.
Lilongwe City Council says it requires 240 million kwacha to procure skip bins for its 37 markets in the city to keep the city clean and conserve the environment. Environmental Health Officer responsible for waste management, Benson Chidaumba, has admitted that inadequate equipment for refuse collection and waste management is a challenge, failing the city to address the concerns on poor sanitation. Zuleika Nanguo reports.
Environmental Health Officer responsible for waste management at Lilongwe City Council, Benson Chidaumba, has called on stakeholders to join government in its efforts to making the city and the country at large clean again. He says the initiative needs a lot of resources, thereby joining hands to ensure that all necessary equipment is purchased to help in the campaign.
What we are pleading to people, to partners, is that even the standard bins can improve the situation within the city, so that our city should be clean and should be a desirable city.
Clean Cities project leader Martin Manyozo says they will continue raising awareness on the importance of keeping the city clean, as well as teach people best ways of recycling waste.
To do global waste management, to dispose of their waste globally. But the question is, after they have disposed of their waste properly, what then? What will the waste go to? Is it to the landfills? Will it be burnt, carried out by the water? So we are introducing this project calling Waste to Art, because we'd like to be training young people, students, even street kids, to be recycling plastic, paper waste, and different other waste into art.
The officials swept streets and markets in Lilongwe City, from the community ground to the Old Town Hall. Zuleika Nanguo, Zodiac, Lilongwe.
Hybrid seed manufacturer Sidiko Malawi Limited has advised its distributors to follow seed storage guidelines to prevent poor seed germination and growth. Managing Director Boyd Lue made these remarks in Blantyre after farmers in the eastern and southern regions reported poor performance of the SC403 Kanyani hybrid seeds last season. And that's about what we had time for in this edition.